Something I've learned to do is accept where I'm at in life. I believe if I'm able to roll with the punches and just go with the flow of what God has me here to do, it's more I have faith in His plan and His promises rather than me trying to force outcomes that I have no control over, right? And that's what causes a lot of people to stress out. That's what causes a lot of people to take actions and produce results that don't really reflect what God had for you. So in this video, I kind of want to go over just how to align yourself with God's plan, how to align yourself with your truest form. I'm gonna straighten this a little bit. Like your truest form, like who you really are meant to be. Because a lot of people they have a desire, they have a vision, and they try sticking by it no matter what. There's no if, buts, nothing about it, right? In which, yes, it's not a worst thing to do, not a bad thing to do, but it causes a lot of people to stress out. It causes a lot of people to have to try to control things, try to predict things, and ultimately gets us away from what our purpose truly is. And if we can roll with the punches with what God has for us, then no matter what we see outside of us, it won't affect who we truly are or how we truly feel, because we know God's in control. And so it's a life full of alignment. It's a life full of purpose. It's a life full of letting go what you can't control and rolling with the punches. But that's how you do it. You have to find out who you truly are. And who we truly are is a part of God and that source. And whatever He is, we are as well. So whatever you desire to be, we can be that person too. If you desire to be abundant, and when I say desire, I want you to think of like the perfect person for you. That person's confident. That person's abundant. That person trustworthy, faithful, hardworking, focused. All those good traits. Believe you're that person now, and just believe that God will guide you to get to that person, and He'll align you with His will. And that's how you sort of align yourself with who you're meant to be and God's will. You focus on who you are and let God take care of the rest. You focus on the desires that were placed inside of you and then let God handle the rest. And the way you can tell a desire has been placed by God, if it's like a selfless desire. You're out here trying to serve other people, impact lives, and of course the money, the freedom, the time, location freedom, it comes with it. But most importantly, it's you serving other people. It's you influencing lives. And that's what God has you here to do. And so it's a lot less about trying to force things to happen, or it's a lot less trying a personal gain, and it's more abiding to what God has for you, right? And a lot of people might be like, well, I kind of feel like disconnected from God. How can I, get aligned with someone that I'm not really connected to? You have to start letting go of what's holding you back between you and God. If it's those desires, those personal greedy desires you have, whether it is money, whether it is that car, whether it is the girls, etc., let go of those things and allow the things that God has for you to flow in your life. And I know I just said, well, you told me to picture a perfect version of myself, and my perfect version of myself has those things. It's not a bad thing that you have those things, but you have to let go of those things in order for God to allow it to be slid into your life, to be laid out in your life. The reason why I say that, if you desire money, you're saying to yourself that you lack it. But if you say that you're an abundant person, then money naturally flows towards you, and your world will start reflecting that. And one thing is too, I know a lot of people online say you must desire money, you must chase it. If you desire it and chase it, then your overall feeling, your happiness, etc., depends on something that's external, something that can be taken away from you in seconds, And so, place your foundation on God. Place your foundation on something that's sustainable, something that can never be taken away from you, which is God. And that's how you ultimately bring more abundance in your life, because you're trusting in something far greater than anything out here. You're trusting in something within. You're trusting in something that's limitless. And yeah, then all those doubts, those fears, those worries, you trying to control outcomes will ultimately go away, because you have a firm foundation, you have a firm source, you trust yourself, you're building the best version of you, and there's nothing external that can affect who you are within. It's just a bunch of flow. It's alignment. It's guidance. It's rolling with the punches, all right? And the reason why I say rolling with the punches is very important, because I believe that my purpose, my life is to create content, influence people all around the world, connecting them to God and the desires to align. Pretty much what this video is going about, right? Except obviously in a lot deeper avenues, etc. But now, like recently, I've been coaching a lot more. I've been coaching soccer, and in my mind, I'm like, man, should I really be doing this? Is this really for me? Like, am I steering away from my main purpose of coaching people online and making content and creating a community and etc. Living that life of freedom, quote unquote, right? But then I really took a step back and I was like, maybe this is what God has me here to do, to take that next step. He's gonna have me impact the younger generations for me to, I don't know, maybe raise my state, maybe learn new things about myself, and I have. You know, I remember I've noticed that like last couple of weeks is like I had a low sense of worthiness. I didn't think I was capable of achieving those things, and yeah, I'm just taking a lot more action based on who I truly am. And so, yes, I'm making an impact in the soccer thing. And of course, I still love coaching because soccer really is something I've always loved, you know? And so it's not something I'm doing that's like totally, I'm like 100% hate. I don't mind doing it. I actually like doing it. But of course, making content, changing you guys' life is what I'm here to do and what I want to do forever. And so, rolling with the punches in that sense. Now, I have another job in a country club, and that I really feel like, man, what am I doing here? You know, but I barely work, honestly. I work like probably like twice a month, which sounds crazy, right? But it really is true. Like, I work like twice a month, and I hang out with people that are pretty cool. You know, we're all friends now, and it's pretty much just like a hangout. Yeah, we work, but it really isn't that hard. And yeah, I've learned to just accept that as part of my journey, you know? And so if you are at a job that you don't like, find a way to still be the person that you desire to be. Like I said, I know I said desire to be, but once you've figured out what you desire, you believe you have that now, and it's no longer you desire it, it's who you truly are. So figure out how you can constantly be inside your truest version of yourself in whatever situation you're in, and then God will allow you to expand even more than what you think you have, all right? God will put you through different avenues to just change your life for the better. And so trust in Him, have faith in His plan. Don't worry about what you see right now, because everything is temporary, and enjoy the life you have, all right? Be grateful for what you have. Be happy you have a goal. Be happy you have visions. Be happy you're able to do the things you want to do every single day, and believe you're that person now. You'll start taking action like that person. You'll start producing more results like that person, and I promise you, you'll live a life with a lot more freedom. I truly feel good. I'm able to step out of here in this beautiful, beautiful weather, make content, and impact lives. You know how like cool that is, and it's pretty easy to do, and I still love doing it. I still love reading about this stuff. I still like learning about it in my own life, impacting others, and it's something I love to do. You find your purpose. You find out what you want to do, how to serve other people. Ultimately, that's a good route to go on if you want to find your purpose. And boom, you have everything you need. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. God bless. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out. My bad, I kind of dozed off. God bless.